Welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome to viewers on onespotmedia.com as well as TVJ International in the Cayman Islands.
Up first this evening, will renovation delays at the Ward Theatre cause more financial problems?
This evening, we zoom in on the engineering perspective.
Ramarda Lyons has part 3 of this In Focus report, A Monument in Limbo.
Sitting here in limbo.
Time races around the Ward Theatre, but it's stuck in a marathon of monetary mishaps. So would it be less costly now to demolish it and start afresh? Dr. Leighton Ellis, Vice President for Engineering Affairs at the Jamaica Institution of Engineers, weighs in.
It's naturally easy to demolish something, but here is a condition you're going to have, or the struggle. According to the new regulations that govern how we build and how we design and how we construct, you're going to find that you have a smaller footprint. So the offset that you have from the property boundary is going to be very different than what you have now. The amount of parking spaces you're going to need is going to increase. The restriction as to the height of the building, that's also going to change. The quality of the material that you have available, that's also going to change. So a number of changes come in with this one decision to either build or to not build.
All changes must receive the approval of the National Heritage Trust. The Jamaica National Heritage Trust Act outlines a responsibility to protect a national monument from disrepair. It says where it's believed action should be taken to prevent a national monument from falling into disrepair, it's lawful for the trust to notify the person in possession that the monument is in need of repair. To provide such assistance, financial or otherwise, or maintain the protected monument. Further, any destruction, defacement, or negligence leading to its deterioration is an offense and violators can face legal consequences. Now, the Ward Theatre is the only theatre of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean since 1715. It's where both the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party were launched in 1938 and in 1943 respectively.
The approach to construction at the time, the method of design at the time would have been distinctive to what we experience today. Now, for any project where you have it start and stop and there's a pause in that situation, you will find that naturally things occur that you wouldn't want to occur.
In 2012, then Culture Minister Lisa Hanna told the Gleaner she was to propose a plan to Cabinet to position the theatre as a division of the Heritage Trust. She said, quote, "The move will provide the theatre with an ongoing program of maintenance and oversight," end quote. A tweet from former Mayor Delroy Williams in 2017. Securing the entrance to the property is step 1. 2020.
We commit to you that the next time we stand here, the next time we gather here, that will be a special moment.
It's yet to come. So can delays do more damage?
If you have timber, for example, and that's left exposed for too long, you could have termite issues for untreated material. It being a very old structure, you may find that we have termite issues, you could have foundation issues, and if the structure is not reinforced and managed appropriately, if we have earthquakes, if we have storm events, if we have flooding events, these things could naturally impact it negatively in that process of development. So ideally, you want to ensure that the renovation works are closely aligned with the process so that it can be used, because buildings are designed for use and not for sitting and standstill in that sense.
2024 alone, Jamaica recorded over 250 felt earthquakes, and since 2020, the island was affected by 9 tropical storms and hurricanes. So with openings like these, Dr. Ellis says any rainfall increases chances of mold.
If it's minor exposure in terms of 1 or 2 small cracks, some moisture could get in, but it wouldn't necessarily be enough to cause the entire structure to be damaged in that sense. However, once it's introduced, you could find a spread taking place. Molding is relatively common now. We're seeing it more and more predominant in terms of our climate here as we become more extremes with the hot and the cold. This constant change in temperature is causing an increase in the molding in that sense as well. And again, the building being locked up.
Ruby Martin is hailed as one of the champions for the restoration of the Ward Theatre. Her final work as she battled cancer was the implementation of a business plan for potential sponsors. Many stakeholders believe chances of real progress disappeared after she died in 2012. In part 4, we explore how local acts manage in the void created by an inoperative Ward Theatre. Ramarda Lyons, TVJ News.